So you get them done and then you buff them out. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. Well, hey, by the way, I gotta get me one of these at some point.
Yeah.
These are freaking badass. I love the feel of them. You did solid on the 1/4 inch too. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Kumakage. I seen you guys messing with these when you made the video for a while. I was like, oh, I want one of those.
We have a favorite filing cabinet.
It's badass, man. So, on the karambits, because I love this. And I gotta say that, like, I'm a bit of a knowledge connoisseur on the karambit because I do Filipino knife and stick fighting. I'd really love to see, because to me this is good. This is great. So, you know, as the karambit goes, traditionally it was a field tool, and it would be back here. And I would feel that ring and I'd go like this, and I'd be in the, and I'd shove the grain like this. I'd grab the grain and I'd shove it. That's how I'd put it in the basket. When you fight with it, you never put your finger in it. You always held that here. So that way you had punjab and it wouldn't come out of your hand. People think you put your finger here.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
do
like
that.
you told me the other day.
Yeah, right? When you strike a stack of tires, it turns and there goes your finger with it. Because there's so much leverage here. So, and then even if it doesn't, it hits and it pulls so hard there that hurts. Right. But this is the biggest danger. I've actually seen a dude dislocate a finger like this with the trainer. But this is appreciative because I like that I can get a full grip here, because this is how it should be this is traditional. For me to cut here and here, you know what I mean, like this. So to have that purchase.
So why would they want that finger tool?
Because when I'm been over in the field, and I can, I just feel the ring. All I do is, like, if this was in a sheath, I would just feel that ring and I'd pull it from here. I go, sheath, and there it is, and I can put it back. And the move is like this, and there it is. So it comes down, but it's in combat, it would pull out, flip around, and go like this. Because I knew very good, just like on my ring spinner Bowie, that if I cut like this, now a straight knife's not so bad because it doesn't have the turning leverage. But if this hits and turns, you see where it catches. Now if the ring's big enough, it can be an exception. But it has to be able to clear your knuckle, right? So, but if you have this purchase, that's traditional because that's very effective. And this is very effective for not letting it slip out of my hand. You know what I mean? So it's always had its function. It just kind of got lost in translation. But yeah, that's a sweet blade, dude. These are real cool. Badass. Super aggressive shape. I love it, man. And I'm just getting that burr off, and all I do is just buff it in that way. And it only takes a couple passes, right? Once I get to there, that motherfucker is like, here's your fucking knucklehead start. So now those get, and you can check it out, like, aside from where the chips are, feel that shit. You know, and that's with your 220 or 120 grip, you know what I mean? But that burr is just so fast, just ching ching, you know what I mean? You just hit it on your 30 mic, or let's say use a 220 even. I'd probably go 400 degree, especially with the stick as your edges are. I would go like 400. What you do is you let the belt turn towards you, sharpen it that way, get that wire edge burr, and hit it on a buffer wheel in 2 seconds.
If I hit it on that leather? Yep. But each one makes a nice one.
What's that?
Eastwood.
Yeah, Eastwood.
Yeah.
I just got a whatever one for. And the reason I found doing this is because the leather gets so damn aggressive. You take and it'll actually roll that micro edge. You get to the micro science of it. It'll actually roll that micro edge a little bit more than you want. I'll just take a little bit off of that. Tiny bit. And you take your beer bottle cap and you put it up on the target. It's got to be 2 inches away from the edge, but anywhere you want. Then he takes his cap, same thing. Well, I've got to try to hit yours, and you got to try to hit mine. Well, if I hit yours, you got to slam your beer and put another cap up before the game can continue. So I threw the first one. I hit his. He slammed his beer. He threw, hit mine. I slammed my beer. Threw again, nailed his again. Next one, he's like, "Let's just play, man." I was like, "Yeah, because we're gonna." Anyway, we just casually threw. We had a Crown Royal bag of beer bottle caps. We had 137 of them with one knife, one throwy time. 137 in 3 hours. It was crazy. We never did that again after that. It's wild. All right, so I got to get to this bottom case, and in order to do that, I've got to get through this case. No, yeah, I kind of play the guitar. I actually do play the guitar, but that's not a guitar. So, yeah, there's a few other things in there besides the guitar. It's like 3 layers of weapons. My little mariachi bag. All right, I think this is where the kukri is. Don't quote me on this. I haven't pulled it out yet. So, yes, here we are. So this is that kukri blade I was doing.
Okay.
Now that's a flat grind that's been turned into a slack belt. So it started off as a flat grind, then a slack belt, because when you slack belt, you don't want an aggressive.
So you get it like a comics, right?
What's that?
Sort of like a comics.
Yeah. Crusader Bowie. There's only 2 of these that exist currently, and this is a 1095 steel.
And there's nothing that you have that we can't show, right?
No, these are all things I've posted before. But that's a cutter. That's made for your wild hog hunts and I've thrown it. Now I could make a different version that didn't have quite such a slopey, knifey angle. But I have thrown that blade. Yeah. You got to earn they got to earn their handles, so to speak.
Man, I love the look of this. Just that polished look. I like these shapes. Like. Oh
yeah, I did all that old school electro etching. I did that all with the salt water and electricity.
I did that once to a mill spy that I have, but it didn't do it evenly, so it's like faded towards the bottom. Sure. And
I've got a souped up etching machine made from Travis Works that we made out of basically a 10,000 watt power supply.
No, I saw. I'll look at them later.
So there's that guy, and then all right. So this is another one there's only a few of these. 2 of them were made for Victor Marks. They go to safe houses in Burma. That's a spinner Bowie. That's what I call the Archangel Bowie. It's a nightmare grind. Down to about 5 thou, and then sharpened, and then I think that's a 225 slope. Yeah, 1/4 inch, 250 slope, 1/4 inch slope. So that's a true razor blade slope.
Dang.
So the ring is not necessary. The grip is actually designed below the ring, so that way it can be an option.
Really?
So just grip right below it. Right below, all the way down lower.
Oh,
there you go, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
I was thinking below.
And then you can use your finger in the ring too, but it's not designed for it. I mean, it's an additional.
Okay.
It's more to stop your fingers from getting bashed. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, these blades got Hammond lines in them and that, and this is a chef's knife I made for a cat named Don Lupo. This is 80 CRV2 steel. It's got a little crap on it because we've been playing with it.
Way cooler than my chef knife, huh?
Yeah, that's 80 CRV2, and that's gone through three quenching cycles, so that's multiple thermal cycles on that blade, and nasty one. But that slope on that's like a 125, so it's really, really laid back, very knifey. So,
it's cool, the pattern.
Hey, check out the spine on the handle, yeah. Cook for your dog, right?
There we go.
That's cool.
So that's a one-of-a-kind piece, and that will go, as soon as I get back, it'll have a sheath made for it, because you know how hard it's been to get leather lately. The only thing that's closed down in the whole country, I think, is the leather store anymore, but so there's those, and then
Good, how are you?
we've got this is a trailing point recurve knife that I made to basically pass the test of Travis Wirtz's, you know, that I could make a knife in his style. So I made a trailing point recurve in his style. Well, that's a flat grind. I think that's a 200 slope on that, or even less, 175. Hand ground fuller. That's a 80 CRV2 steel. Hand finished fuller in there, and then I got another fuller I'm doing around the handle, but I hadn't hand finished it in yet, so I just ran out of time.
There's nothing like seeing them in person, huh?
Yeah, right. But that I can put up. I can put a paper towel tube on the table and just touch it and pass through it. So, which we've done on video a bunch of times. So, out at Terran Tacticals this weekend, they were all laughing because I put the blade up and just put a water bottle up and touch it to the water bottle, and it'll stay standing. You just leave it. So, but that edge geometry is so important. But very cool. And then I'll show you guys the first ever saber tooth that was made. And the one I'll show you here is one that Travis Wirtz made for me personally, off of my design and the drawings and all the R&D stuff that we had done.
So I had reserved it, so
and this is the one that was in Knifes Illustrated magazine. That's the original saber tooth, the very first one.
Wow.
And that's 52-100 steel, and that's by 60 plus Rockwell.
Oh, how smooth that is.
No, just come over. We're right here in my office. You show them the guys.
I still have to grind all my G10 by hand, which sucks.
Perfect timing if you
Yeah, but it looks nice.
You can see all
Until we get ourselves a big enough face, and we want to have 5 2x4s left for the legs and the. Not too bad. We'll probably do one more on.
one more 2x4, and then we got 5 left.
Oh, that's height or
Yep, that's fine. So that can be the face of your target. You got a steel saw on that?
I got a.
Because basically, you're gonna cut one off here. Do the same thing down there. Put a Z brace, stand it up, put 2 feet, 245s. That's it. Okay? If later on you guys find you want to cut it down and shorten it, you can do that too.
I think it'll break.
Double up these screws if you want or whatever. It's totally fine. Yeah. And that's it. And I turn around, run, and I'm like, all right here. See what I'm saying? Now I can take steps back to make sure I don't need to kill this dude. And I can also get the hell away from him so he can't stick me. Now I can throw here and be like, swat! Or, right? I can go, swat! Or I can go, swat! And they'd be like, right? But I'm the point.
Push X, dude. Push X. Oh, he pushed X. No, hombre. No one says anything. Nice job, Anna. It's not too long.
Oh. Oh. Is it? I see. Martín. Mira, mira. Oh. Seven Napoleon Dynamite. He's gonna put it through. No, never mind. I hyped you up. You go to the gym?
Right in the ground.
So we had about everybody here throw. In combative application, it's a little different. And what I'm going to show you guys real quick is a combative application of throwing, to where you control the knife from wherever.